Or don't.
You are now entering the world of a movie review. A world full of drama, joy, ridicule, movie spoilers, unpopular opinions, and adult humor for as far as the eye can see. Welcome to An Evening at the Movies.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back on not live day, but it is live day because everybody has schedule obligations with playoffs and hockey and Met galas and all of that. So fuck it.
No, the Mets tomorrow. I got lied to, so I'm good. But yes, hockey
Oh well, then screw that. Then it's just y'all's
because I'd
freaking
already be watching.
Thunder and Palpatine's Avalanche. So um, fuck it. We're gonna do it live and we're gonna do it on Sunday and we'll go with that. For those of you who don't know, this is an evening at the movies, the podcast where we eat the stale popcorn, we drink the watered down soda, and discuss all of our favorite movies and why we love them. Um, as always, joined on that side of my screen, I'm not even going to ask anymore because I know that that's the right direction.
Yep.
Everybody's favorite co-hostess. Say hi, lied to co-hostess.
Hmm. Hi, lied to co-hostess. I didn't think it was today, but my friend said it was today, and I was like, "There's no way the Met Gala is the day following the Kentucky Derby because fashion." But anyway, it's tomorrow, so happy to be here. No rush for me. Yeah. All over yourself. I don't give a fuck. That's to the guest. Excuse the way I look. I just got out of the pool and I rushed because I thought we were doing this, well, 40 something minutes ago, but I had the time wrong. So anyway.
22.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was 6. So I thought we were doing
Ah.
this 52 minutes ago, not 22 minutes
Oh,
ago.
pardon me. I had to rush from the pool.
I know. So bougie. So yeah.
And your face seems a little less rosy today than it did 3 days ago when we wrapped up Cop Movie Month. Just saying.
Yeah.
Although it probably isn't, but six of one, half dozen of the other.
Well, I don't have the lamp on right now because it's still light outside.
Oh well, true.
So yeah.
Before we get to our Uber special person at the bottom of our screen, hi Jamie, welcome back and thank you for tuning in.
Hello, Jamie.
We are joined as always. Well, yeah, we'll go with we'll join. We're joined as always by an evening at the movies favorite Colorado Avalanche fan, um, who hopefully they get their asses handed to them in the second round. But I'm not bitter. So welcome
Don't you
back,
have to
Papa
make the
Palpatine.
playoffs to be bitter?
I
This
am not
visit
even
is
going to
brought to you
justify
by the
that with a
Colorado
response.
Avalanche.
Yeah, I will say that this year's NHL playoffs are definitely cracking like him.
I wouldn't know because my hockey team ain't even in.
Didn't split that time.
We weren't even a contender. Well, we spent the last 2 months of the season. We're contending. We're totally out of it. We're contending. We're totally out of it. So, yeah.
We are
But yeah,
contenders now. Major League. Never mind. Nobody. I got
I
it.
can't
It's
even
all
freaking.
right.
I I was gonna respond with something negative about y'all's basketball team, but I can't even justify that because y'all both know how I feel about your guys' opponent in the second round. So I'm not gonna say the two words that y'all want me to say, but
Well,
I,
I'm
one
not
I,
is
gonna
I
who
have
use.
she
three words
is.
you can say,
So
Casey, that don't involve all of that, which is Thunder in
Fuck
5.
LeBron James.
there you go. Thunder in 5. Maybe 6, but let's hope for 5.
I'd be just as happy with in four because then douchebags out and
Yeah, but that's
sitting at
not
home
happening.
spanking his monkey. Probably
I don't
not the
see the
right
Lakers
choice of
at
adjectives,
least
but
winning one.
uh
LeBron
oh,
will pop off and have a good game, and then something bad will happen, and he'll blame it on some shit. Oh, my dad's here. Shots fired. Oh, wait, are we allowed to say? Wait, shots will be fired, in the words of Caroline Levitt. Okay. Yes, father, hockey is a thing. Just, not so much for you.
so yes, welcome back to everybody's favorite co-host, Father. We
Yes.
have missed your witty banter in the comments the last few episodes, and considering I didn't announce on social media that we were going live today, and or what time, I'm happy we got a couple of comments anyway out of that. So, um, but yes, we got the welcome back Papa Palpatines out of the way. Um, so yes,
We are
if
here.
you're just what?
What?
Don't. Just, yeah.
Uh huh.
We ain't got
I'm
time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody
I'm
got time for
fully.
that.
I already glanced and did a once over. But yes, if this is your first time being with us over the last 4 months, then well, thank you for being here. But we are smack dab in the middle of the year of the theme. We've done tributes to the Razzie Awards. We've done slept on '80s movies. We've done powerful female performances. We've done cop movies, all of which have been super successful. And we're going to try a new theme this month and hope it's just as successful because in May is going to be martial art movies, which means, plain and simply, everybody will be kung fu fighting. So, uh, we've got some great movies lined up for you this month. We've got yours truly at the bottom of the screen, his personal request, The Replacement Killers, coming up. We've
Which I
got
have not
Kung Fu.
seen.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, so I'm excited to watch.
On a scale of 1 to this movie that we're talking about today, which one is better, Papa Palpatine?
Replacement killers.
Oh, okay. Well, then
All right.
I am definitely intrigued. Um, we're gonna try and have Josh from Toontastic Journeys and Kendra from Crushgasm, also the I Did Not Make These Rankings podcast network, here for Kung Fu Panda later in the month, and yours
So
truly
excited for that.
called an audible, and my planned pick is getting subbed out, and we're subbing in a different movie. So we will not be doing that movie, but we will be doing Rush Hour, the original, later in the month as well. So, but before we can get to all of that, we have to get to this week's episode, which is
Can't nobody understand the
Amanda.
words that are coming out of your mouth.
You,
But yes, this week's movie is one of my personal favorites, and now I'm scared that somebody is going to shit all over it based on other things I heard. But we are covering Romeo Must Die, starring the late great Aaliyah and Jet Li and Delroy Lindo and Anthony Anderson and so many others.
Isaiah Washington.
Man, Mac, aka Dr. Preston Burke, can both eat my ass because they both fucking suck. And we'll get there too. He went from playing one asshole to playing one of the biggest assholes in television ever. So
And
we'll
being
get
an
there.
actual asshole.
And being an actual asshole, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say ask
being a
TK Knight about
homophobic
how big
piece
of
of
an asshole
shit.
he is.
Yeah, we do not like
So,
Isaiah around these parts. Anyway,
huh.
but
So
yes,
yes,
Romeo
Romeo
must
Must
die.
Die this week. Da, 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 da. But at the same time, I do also want to reference it because we're not doing Way of the Dragon later in the month like I had planned on it though. Back at the end of March, one of the toughest SOBs in the history of the world and the universe and all things living was taken from the world. So this month, the entire month long, we will be paying tribute and dedicating all four of these episodes to the late great Chuck Norris. May he rest in peace and kick everybody's ass on the way.
And quit shilling for horrible medical supply companies.
George is real upset that we're not doing Bloodsport.
I can't really argue that one.
Yeah,
I too enjoy that movie.
I haven't seen it
Spoiler
since I was
alert:
a kid, but
Amanda's reference to that movie is probably not the last time that that movie will be mentioned in this episode. Just saying.
okay.
But fuck, I did not fill in my. Hold on, I have to pull up my damn freaking phone because I didn't fill in my notes. I just went with the skeleton. But talk amongst yourselves
Fuck,
for a second.
fuck. Mother, fuck. One, two, three, four. Noise. That's all I got. Oh, here we go. Let's see how long it takes Casey.
Um,
It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you.
You get about 15 seconds.
Step two,
um,
step two, step
I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, so Romeo Must Die, released on March 22nd, 2000. It was, oh Jesus God Almighty, directed by somebody with a difficult to pronounce name. I'm not even going to try.
You got to look these up phonetically ahead of time, buddy.
Have you seen the director's name? I don't
No,
even
because
think
that's not my
phonetically.
job.
I don't even think phonetically you could do it. So
I'm
bite
going to
me.
say Andre, Andrezi, Andres,
Barkoviak.
Barco. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to
the
say,
last name wasn't the one that I was struggling with. It was the first name.
So Mr. Barkoviak.
Yes, Mr. Barkoviak was
let's
released by
call him
Warner
Bart for
Brothers.
short.
Was released by Warner Brothers Pictures. It had a $25 million budget with a whopping $91 million box office. If you have not seen this movie, um, unless I wasn't looking in all the right places, it is only available to rent. Well, it is available to rent wherever you rent your online movies from. Um, and also, bum bum bum, I have two Rotten Tomato scores. So I don't remember if I don't think Papa Palpatine has been on since we started with the. I'm giving you guys a little bit of help at the beginning with the Rotten Tomato scores now, but Amanda kind of got tired of completely missing her scores because she wants to know how many reviews on each one. So um, we're gonna go with popcorn meter score first, which is for those of you who don't know the audience, 100,000 plus reviews. The audience gave this movie a
72.
84.
And Papa Palpatine was the closest.
Okay.
61%.
What?
Recency bias. We've had this conversation. Rotten Tomatoes is full of a
I
bunch of people that
agree.
haven't seen most of these fucking movies.
I agree. Now I know this movie wasn't well liked by the critics, so that one but I thought people really liked this movie. But yeah, you're fair. You're right about that. Okay.
So Amanda's dad says, "How about those Bears?"
I mean, UCLA
The
had a good year in basketball.
yeah.
All right. For the tomato meter, we have 92 overall reviews.
Ooh, okay.
And the score is
45.
49.
and again, Papa Palpatine is the closest. Do we all need to make sure that we move the headsets away from our ears because Amanda's about ready to go?
No, I know this movie wasn't well liked by the critics.
34%.
Oof.
Jesus. All right, that's lower than I expected.
You could trip over that rating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you could trip on anything, but one of the few ratings you
Someone's
could
got
walk under.
jokes.
Hold on.
So
I only joke about you tripping. I'm not like this guy who wishes you to trip.
Thank you. Thank you. That's fair.
I do not create gypsy curses. I just put them out into the universe. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but don't do that either.
Don't say it out loud. The universe fucking listens.
Yeah.
Well, evidently.
Well, sometimes, because there's some other people I wish would trip and fall and maybe, get a cerebral hemorrhage, and the universe does not listen.
LeBron James. So
I don't wish
evidently
a
there.
cerebral hemorrhage on LeBron.
So evidently, LOL. There's a 3-minute delay on your dad's posts.
I think that's for everybody.
Interesting. Yeah, that sucks. Okay.
All
Well,
right.
that was great.
Co-hostess.
Okay.
Would you like to inform our listeners as to what this movie is about?
I will, and I swear one of these days you're going to remember the thing I do before I do that, which is talk about the awards that this movie was nominated for, if there were any. And there are a few.
They're all Razzies.
Actually, this movie wasn't nominated for any Razzies, so fuck off. At least I didn't see any. Okay, so we've got it actually only received one nomination at the BET Awards, which was kind of surprising to me. Best Actress for Aaliyah, she didn't win. Was nominated for the Blockbuster Entertainment Awards, Favorite Movie Soundtrack. The MTV Movie Awards, 3 nominations: Best Female Performance Aaliyah, Breakthrough Female Performance Aaliyah, and Best Fight. And it only says Jet Li. I don't know which fight. And then Teen Choice Awards, it was nominated for Best Drama. And then Try Again was nominated for Best Video of the Year at the VMAs. Oh, no, she won that one. Okay, so that was the one
I'm
winning
wagering a bet that the best fight that it was nominated for was the one where he single-handedly, without even breaking a sweat, kicks Anthony Anderson's ass.
Yeah, but there's like 3 of those.
Yeah. Every time he's like, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm not here to let anything bad happen. And then he's like looking at somebody else, kick that guy's ass. What? I got to think it's the final fight, but we'll get into all that.
Yeah, I'd agree.
His fight with Kai, I think that was the best and worst fight for the movie, depending on what you... But yeah, okay. So, for people that don't know, Romeo Must Die follows Han, a former Hong Kong cop who breaks out of prison to investigate the murder of his brother Poe in Oakland, California. Han discovers his brother was killed amidst a violent turf war between Chinese and African American gangs fighting for control of the waterfront. He falls for Trish O'Day, the daughter of rival mob boss, as they uncover a conspiracy behind the murders. Dun. So, first of all this bullshit over who's gonna own a fucking NFL team. Fucking macho men.
Not
with
just
their
any
money.
NFL team, though. The Raiders.
The Raiders.
No. A new Oakland team, because they talk about the Raiders leaving at some point.
Oh, that's fair.
So it's a new franchise.
That's true.
Which seems even more unlikely, to be honest.
Yeah.
You mean unlikely that the Raiders would leave Oakland?
No, that somebody would pay a lot of money to bring them back.
I was like, wait, the Raiders, okay, I could be crazy. They're not in Oakland now, are they?
No, they're in Vegas.
No.
That's what I thought. Okay, I was like, wait. Hold on. Hold up.
They started in Oakland, moved to LA, moved back to Oakland, now moved to Las Vegas.
Yeah, I know. And also this movie came out in 2000. So I don't know about you guys. I saw this movie in the theater and I remember being I was being legit scared in the movie theater because I swear this was like, you know how later in the movie Mac says even fake wars have casualties. I felt like the majority of the theater, half of it was Asian, half of it was Black, and they were like, there's this fake war going on in this movie and we're all gonna fight each other's asses after we leave. Like everybody was so like riled up on both sides. I was like, just a movie, y'all calm down. I also saw it at the Yukon Dollar Theater. That'll mean something to Chris. What?
Eddie Murphy makes the joke during, I believe it was Eddie Murphy Raw, about Italians when they go to see Rocky in the movie theater.
Well, maybe Rocky 4, where they're fighting oh, well, okay, I don't know, because that people were real racist then. But I just felt like there was real beef between Chinese people and Black people, and I'm like, this is just a movie, you guys. But the theater was super worked up through the whole movie, which was fun, but also kind of scary. Like, nobody needs to really die.
No.
So yeah.
Let's see. What do we want to kick the discussion off with? Well, okay. So I guess loosely, this is a reimagining of a literary classic entitled Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Multiple similarities. So, in your guys' opinions, does reimagining classics like this help create interest in the original work?
Yes. Not this work, but yes.
Yeah, this is.
I've read the original. Nothing's gonna help me like it.
Wait, you don't like this movie at all?
No, Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, okay. This particular movie is so loosely based,
right?
But I do think that it gives. I mean, because basically you've got the two. You know, you got the Montagues and the Capulets with the families. You've got a Romeo and a Juliet. Really, the only other characters you could potentially tie in are Poe as Mercutio, who gets like 2 minutes of screen time. And then I would call Mac and Kai both Tybalt. They're both like the creators of chaos. They're like the destroyers of families. But other than that, it's like, I don't know. I think it's
its own story for sure.
Interested, but it's its own, yeah. It's like it's a very liberal interpretation.
But like, Star Trek 2 makes Moby Dick almost palatable.
Thank you for saying Star Trek 2 and not Star Trek 4.
So
What do you mean? What?
I don't. Okay,
Star
sorry,
Trek
because I
4 is
don't
a
know
great
Star
fucking
Trek,
movie.
so
Star Trek 2 is
is basically Moby
literally
Dick.
Moby Dick.
Okay, I don't know. I have not seen a single Star Trek movie. That's not true. I saw one that had one of the ones with Chris Pine, and it was only because it was Chris Pine. I'm sorry, I'm not a Trekkie. I tried. I really did try, but anyway.
Trekker.
Or Trekker. Sorry, I am not a Trekker.
Hey, Chris,
Uh
how long did it take her to get through Harry Potter?
oh,
Wait, she got through Harry Potter?
yes, I've watched all of them. And I
Yeah, which
enjoyed
means
them.
we just need to get.
I've already asked to be on Deathly Hallows if we ever do it. I got thoughts, I got
We
opinions.
need to get Gene in agreement to join us, and we need to get Harry Potter wrapped up.
Yeah.
Off topic from tonight's movie, but
Yeah. So, Casey, I was going to tell you though that question you just asked is interesting because it's something that ties into my top 5 list when we get there. So, we may discuss that a little bit more briefly when we get there.
did you tell me what your top 5 is?
I
don't
told
remember.
you my original was, but not the new one. So,
Okay.
I changed it at the last minute.
Oh, right.
My original was top 5 enemies to lovers movies. And even though technically Trish and Han aren't really enemies, their families are. Anyway, once I started thinking about how many good enemies to lovers stories there are, I couldn't narrow it down to 5 easily. So I went with something else. There are a lot of good ones. So yeah.
So, I have a question for both of you. Not necessarily movie related, but kind of sort of episode related. Do we want to go with Amanda's preferred portion of the discussion and go with things you love about this movie? Or do we want to go with Palpatine's and let him eviscerate the movie?
I mean, I have things I don't like about it, so we can
Defenestrate the movie. I'm sorry, wrong.
Let me go first because I feel like I'm being scandalized here. I do not hate this movie.
Okay.
By any stretch of the imagination. I paid full price to watch it. Amanda, I went to AMC Quail Springs and took the X and we made a night out of it, right?
There you go.
So I do not hate this movie.
Joke's on you. I went to the Dollar Theater in Yukon.
Not my fault you were poor. I mean, I was poor. I should have gone to the fucking Dollar Theater. But anyway.
For people that don't know, Chris and I went to high school together and we're from the same city. So that's why we talk like that.
Right, yeah.
Okay. For the new people here that don't know. Okay.
So I don't hate this movie by any stretch of the imagination. However, while rim watching it last night, parts of this movie have not aged well.
Oh, that's a fucking given.
You have
dim sum. Every time he said dim sum, I wanted to cringe. Okay.
2 amazing accomplished martial artists in Jet Li and Russell Wong, and their fight scenes are bullshit. I mean, they're sped up, they're defying gravity, they're floating. It's just, and this movie is part of that late 90s, early 2000s movement of bringing Hong Kong cinema to the US. So we got a lot of great movies from this, right? We got this one, we got The One, we got Exit Wounds, last good Seagal movie, Cradle to the Grave. I could go on. A lot of fun movies that I really enjoy. But this movie has not aged well. A lot of the scenes are not good. You wait for the fight scenes to break out so people will stop fucking talking. When you realize the age gap between Jet Li and Aaliyah, it's a little creepy.
Agreed.
And Aaliyah lights up the screen on every scene she's in.
God damn, yes, she does.
She creates every bit of chemistry between her and Jet Li because Jet Li, great fighter, okay actor.
I disagree with that a little bit,
There's a
but
reason why most of his movies he only has like 5 lines total.
I don't disagree that he's not a great actor. I disagree that she provided all the chemistry because he had, while she provided a lot of it, he had a lot of very like quick but cute moments where like he was flirting with her, like with cute little jokes. It wasn't overwhelming, but if you caught them, like his way of connecting with her and being flirty was like trying to make a joke. Whether it was a great joke or it wasn't, she
Fair.
had to laugh because she got paid to laugh. But
I'm still not buying that relationship. I just can't.
okay, he is too old for her. I thought their chemistry was cute. I thought they had cute banter.
Right.
Do I see them fucking? No, I do not see them going that far. They don't have sexual chemistry. I think they have friendship.
Like they have
chemistry.
bestie energy. They don't have
yes, I
lover
agree.
energy.
I agree.
My whole opinion is he's a lot shorter than I thought he would be.
Well, he's definitely too short to be a stormtrooper.
Yeah. But like he would make cute, like when she gets in the cab that he's stolen, and she's like, "Is it true what they say about Hong Kong? All you guys do kung fu?" He's like, yeah, of course, state law." Like
State law.
he just had like cute little moments, and then he was also protective of her, which I thought was sweet. Like
Yeah.
when he finds her in the apartment, and he's like, "What happened?" and he's like trying to. I get what you're saying, but I did think they had good chemistry. I just don't think it translated to like hot sexual chemistry, where if we're talking Romeo and Juliet, but also if we're talking Romeo and Juliet, those kids were like fucking 13. So it's all fucked all around. But
Yeah, I hate the fact, and I know people instantly think Romeo and Juliet when you have warring families, but I really wish they'd name this movie anything else because the older I get, the creepier I find Romeo and Juliet to be.
Oh yeah, Romeo and Juliet. But again, it's the times. That's how it was then. It's disgusting, but if you weren't married by 16, you were an old maid and you were going to be like a witch or a spinster.
And if you float like a duck, you're a witch.
Exactly. And if you drown, you're not a witch. And oh well, either way, you're done.
At least your soul is saved. No, I understand why the story is the way it is. I'm just saying when you take it in a modern lens and you're like, okay, let's not encourage any of this behavior. Like 8 people die. There's a bunch of suicides.
Yeah.
It's just I may be off on the body count Romeo and Juliet, but it's a lot of people.
There's a lot of dying. There's only one suicide in this movie, so we're good.
And motherfucker.
There was 2 in Romeo and Juliet.
Well, yeah, but we're talking. You should mention the movie. Yeah, so there's 2 suicides in the play and 1 suicide in this movie.
Yeah. Okay, so what else you got?
That's it. Again, I don't hate the movie.
Okay.
Casey was trying to, make us argue or some shit.
Hey. I mean, if I really wanted to start an argument, I'd bring up the fact that I read a comment from somebody earlier today that said she doesn't shop at Hobby Lobby, but
I don't.
Okay.
I digress.
He thought you were going to make fun of me because we used to always joke about how much I shopped at Hobby Lobby, but like I said, I have shopped.
I don't know. She's making that Michaels money now.
Yeah, it's Michaels now. Michaels is where all my money goes.
The only reason I still go to Hobby Lobby is because the Michaels near me does not sell model supplies. I can't get model glue from them or other things. Other than that, I would probably ship to Michaels.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense. So, before we move along, though, really quick, just wanted to say hi to Heather. Heather popped
Hi, Heather.
and we try our best to always acknowledge the comments when they come up.
I don't, do you see that some comments over here are like grayed out and some of them aren't? That's really weird. I don't know what that means.
Nope.
I
Oh,
think
I
those
know
are the
what it
ones that have
means.
popped up in the on the
That you
screen.
showed. I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Chris, the things I didn't like. I didn't like the X-ray shots. It felt very like video game-ish, like Mortal Kombat to me. I didn't think
Right.
that was necessary. Like, we know if you watch enough martial arts movies, you know if you kick a person a certain way, of course it's going to sever their spinal cord. Like, we don't need to see that in like a cartoonish. So I thought those clips were weird. I didn't really care for it. And while I enjoy the fight scenes, and I think I'm sorry, that final scene between Han and Kai is hot, but maybe it's also because I think Russell Wong is fucking hot.
Well, that's because there was
But
stuff on fire.
womp womp.
Uh-huh.
I will give you that this movie does rely a lot on wire work, and you can tell. So
Are you insinuating that Jet Li is not as strong as he appears to be when he's fighting?
no, not at all.
No, I'm saying he can't float in air float on air like fucking Liu Kang.
Exactly. Thank you.
Have you seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Actually,
Wire work again.
Yeah, all wire work.
I mean,
Again, amazing martial artist, the great stuntman. They could have choreographed those fights where they still looked freaking amazing. Like I
Right.
think that the bad wire work detracted from some of those fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
the
I
final
won't
fight
lie.
between Han and Kai, that's a banger. And,
Yeah.
and if you take away the bullshit wire work, that's probably a top 10 fight scene for me.
It made my bird twitch. Sorry, Dad, if you're still here.
Betwixt or nethers.
Yeah.
2 episodes in a row where Amanda's bird has gone crazy psycho twitching.
Well, at her age, it happens.
Fuck you.
No.
I have a question. Well, actually, hold on. Casey, what did you not like about it? Was there anything you didn't like that we didn't talk about or you want to elaborate on?
I mean, the big one, like you both have already said, was the wire work in the fight scenes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think it was necessarily bad enough to totally distract from my overall impression of the movie. I felt like, for the most part, the fight scenes were really well choreographed.
Yeah.
It-
I mean, I
like
think so too.
Chris said, you could have done without the stupid wire work. I mean,
But specifically the fight scene where he is using Aaliyah basically as his own weapon because he doesn't want to hit a girl. That scene is fucking fire. I
That
don't
scene
care
is
what you
badass.
say.
I love
Yeah.
that sequence. I'd honestly forgotten about that sequence until they get to it. I'm like, Cassandra, watch. This is cool. And she's like, yeah. But no, that's a great scene. Using someone to kick somebody else's ass is just
Yeah.
fucking next level. And then they detract from it with the X-ray.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what made me mad. I didn't like that.
Thankfully, they only went to that trick, I think, like 3 times in the movie, but it was still 3 more times than they should have.
Exactly. Yeah. My dad said, I hear nothing. He's like,
Not a
la,
sure.
la, 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 la.
He's got a grandkid. He's figured it out.
Oh, Casey, buddy, you're muted again. Let's go, Thunder. Let's go, Thunder.
you both. Where the hell was it? I was
Sorry,
gonna say
anything
something.
you didn't like? Sorry. Well, you were talking, but we couldn't hear you.
Oh. So I would just along the same lines with like the wire work for the choreographed fight scenes. It's like, okay, you obviously don't need the wire work for a Jet Li fight scene to work because unless I'm totally off base and missing something, I don't think they used any wire work in Lethal Weapon 4 with his fight scenes. And
No,
there
because
he's
he had
fighting
the
two.
rosary beads he could just choke people
Yeah.
out with.
Okay,
And it was
technically,
limited in the one. I mean, it was still there, but it wasn't as egregious. And I think a lot of that is that we've got non-Hong Kong actor or directors trying to do Hong Kong cinema, and it didn't quite work. I don't know who the fight choreographer was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't, Wu Ping.
Well, you also
it
have to
wasn't
remember
Mr. Bart.
exactly. You have to also remember The Matrix came out the year before this movie, and everybody wanted to be the fucking Matrix. And it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I know Kung Fu proceeds to not just wire work, but CGI and just all kinds of crap that obviously could never happen. So then it's like, we've got to keep up with what they just did in The Matrix, or people aren't going to want to watch it. So I think they maybe overcompensated with that. Even though it's not even the same kind of fighting or movie or whatever. And maybe I'm wrong.
So, the fight choreography for this movie was done by Corey, Yuen. I'm not trying to
Yun,
pronounce it.
Yun.
Yun, probably.
Yeah. So again, not Wu
So,
Ping, who did The Matrix and a bunch of other things.
but yeah, no, it's a valid point though. Yeah, it's. I don't even think it's been a full year since The Matrix came out, and
Yeah.
anything even remotely close genre wise was going to suffer by pale comparison to what The Matrix did with that first movie. We're not talking about the sequels.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise.
So do you guys think because another issue, it not so much an issue as much as something I wish they would have done in the story that they didn't. But I'm wondering if it's because maybe these people already knew. Do you think, other than the guy who is with him, so talking about Mac, other than the guy that he's got traveling with him, like, when the whole thing blows up, that we realize, Mac's the bad guy, which if you didn't fucking know that from the first 20 minutes of the movie, you weren't paying attention. But do you think other people in the organization knew? Because, like, that part where Han shows up and Anthony Anderson and his people have again fumbled the package by letting her get away, and they're trying to kill him. All really Han had to do was say, hey, look, I need to know where she is. Mac's behind all this. Like, I feel like if he had told them, maybe that would have gone differently. Do you
I don't
think
think
they
they'd have
knew?
listened.
Oh,
And
because
yeah,
Anthony
there's no
Anderson's
way.
character seems too dumb to know that.
Yeah, there's no way Mac brought in Anthony Edwards' character because he couldn't shut the
Right.
fuck up.
Yeah. And he couldn't stop playing Madden long enough to even like you have one job. In the words of Travis, don't drop the baby. That's your job. Like, just watch the girl. That's all you got to do. They're the worst fucking bodyguards ever. They let her get away like 17 times. But I thought it would have added a little bit more layer of depth if maybe Han had been able to even get one of them on his side.
Sure.
But not a complaint, but just like I feel like it would have added more depth. I don't know what you guys think. But
No, it definitely would work better story wise, but
Yeah.
um, that was already almost a 2-hour movie, so they would have had to cut something else
Fair.
out. Actually, I'm okay with that. Never mind. There's
Well,
plenty
Yeah,
they
to cut out.
could have
that-
cut out that whole fight scene that happened because he was trying to get away from them. Like,
Well,
how
and
many times are you going to hit somebody with a fire hose before it gets redundant?
the whole subplot with her brother, I didn't even know that subplot's there. Just to prove that Max is as big of an asshole as we thought.
Yeah.
that's basically all it did.
Well, again, one guy's son has to die, another guy's son has to die. Like it's an eye for an eye is very much the thing when it comes to it. I mean, I don't want to call this. Would you guys call this a culture war? I wouldn't really call it a culture war so much as a turf war or a
It's turf war, yeah.
I would go turf war.
But they're not gangs. It's not like, to me, when I hear turf war, I think gangs, and it's like, I guess they are gangs. They're just billionaire gangs. But
Well, they're more like gangsters, like mafia.
Yeah,
fair. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. So
it's like, yeah, Isaac's family versus a part of the Chinese triad.
So yeah, and it's crazy, which of course you kind of see coming, but it's crazy that both of those kills came from the inside and not from the other side. Like, and the fact that the dad had Poe killed, like, I knew that Kai was probably, obviously he's the one that had it executed. He didn't even do it himself. He had somebody else do it, but that the
Yeah.
dad ordered it, like, your fucking son went to prison so that you and your other son could escape Hong Kong, go to America, live this rich ass life, and then you had your own son killed. But also, Poe was acting a fool, so I don't know.
Well, he's in the nightclub.
Well, Poe was trying to do the right thing, and then
Yeah. But he was also up in the club acting like a fool, like
sure.
not, I don't give a fuck that this is a black establishment. I'm going to be here, and what the fuck are you going to do about it? And then, oh, here's my daddy's money. Let me flaunt it around. Well, yeah, you're going to get killed, dude. Like, what are you doing? No, I think Colin was trying to do the right thing. Like, Colin wanted to go out on his own and do something good, but
Right, no, but Poe reached out to Colin to talk because I think Poe figured out part of what was going on.
oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of dynamics. It's a lot of shit. Yeah, that's right, because that was the last number that he called, and then that's
Yep.
how they kind of like, yeah.
And they said to meet
Yeah.
at Silks.
But the fact that the calls are coming from inside the house and not outside the house is like, man. Ugh. Like, I knew Mac was a dick, but Kai, I kind of like, did you see Kai as a bad guy from the beginning?
Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of did, but I also kind of hoped not. But yeah. Mac was sus from minute one. And that scene in the restaurant where he was like shoving her down at the table and sit down and screaming at her, dude, I'm so glad she got to kill him. I was like, fuck yes. I screamed in the theater. I was like, yes, girl, get it.
Oh God. But he gets shot in the fucking tin ring, and he's like, and he just has normal dialogue until she puts 2 more in him.
Yeah, that's cold.
But not like, oh, that's cold. He's just like, oh, that's cold. Like normal conversation.
Yeah. That fucking guy. I hated him.
All right, so co-hostess, what do you absolutely love about the movie? Number one, Aaliyah.
Yeah. I mean, I just, I love her. Obviously this was like her first movie, like breakout role. She had so much potential. Queen of the Damned, I think, is really good. She didn't get as much appreciation for it, but I thought she was really good in it. A lot of times musicians or singers or whatever can't cross those lines, and sometimes they can. And it hurts my heart to think of the career she would have, especially because she did get away from R. Kelly. She was still with R. Kelly. I had no idea what would happen to her, but she was on her way to just like having this amazing career. And so it's so sad because she's just, like Chris said, she is the bright, shining light in this movie. I think very little cheesiness. I feel like she played the character well. She had the good emotion when she needed to. She had the comedy when she needed to, and definitely one of the best parts of the movie overall. Chris, you're making a face. So what did I say something wrong?
Queen of the
It's Queen
Damned
of
is
the
utter
Damned.
shit.
No, 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 no,
Horrible movie.
no, no.
I know a lot of Anne Rice fans that walked the fuck out of that movie.
Well, to be fair, I have not read any of Anne Rice's books, and so that could be why I didn't like. I think I just liked Aaliyah as a sexy vampire. I'm not saying it's like this fantastic movie, but I just thought she had potential to be a really good actress and also continue a great music career. The fact that this movie opens up with a song that both her and DMX are on was just like, you guys just trying to break my heart today? Like, R.I.P. DMX, R.I.P. Aaliyah. I loved that end fight. And I know we talked a little bit. I still thought her and Jet Li had good chemistry. Again, I don't think it translated into super sexual chemistry, but I thought they had a good camaraderie and a good looking out for each other and really like same common goal energy. I think if their characters had been more developed, they made a, if you take away the age difference, they could have like fallen in love and it could have been a good thing. And then obviously soundtrack's fucking fire. So yeah.
Palpatine. Is there anything that she didn't bring up that you loved about the movie?
No, like I mentioned, I love the nostalgia of it. The fact that this was kind of in the middle, but also kept going that string of great martial arts movies we had from the late '90s into the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Of all the things we complain about this movie, it's a great popcorn movie. Right? You can sit there and burn 2 hours just enjoying a fun movie. And you could just look up from whatever you're doing and watch the fight scenes and relax at the house. So there's a lot of good things about this movie. I don't want to hate on it because there's things I truly enjoy. So yeah, it's fun.
Oh, and Anthony Anderson, great comedic relief. He's so funny in this movie.
The problem is, I swear to God, he plays the exact same fucking role in like his first 3 or 4 movies.
Fair, but
Yeah.
doesn't mean he wasn't funny.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say Maurice Nolan from Big Mama's House. Same freaking character.
And the whatever dude he played in Exit Wounds.
Yeah.
Even in the Scream movie, he has a brief part and he plays the same character. Now, to be
that
fair,
could be the director too, right? That's what they're asking for.
Yeah. In Blackish, he really does get to show more of his comedic chops and acting chops and emotional and whatever. But yeah, he's the goofy, overweight, laughable guy that, I mean, it's a typecasting thing for sure. But he's still funny.
I think
No, he's
part of
definitely
it
grown to be a much
was
better actor, for sure.
Yeah.
yeah. I think part of it was he was probably given these stereotypical type of roles until I want to say it was about the time he got a guest starring role in The Shield, the TV show on FX, and
Yeah.
played
Oh
a
fuck! I forgot he was in Cradle
hardened
to the
serious
Grave,
criminal.
playing the same basic role.
Yeah, and he started to develop and mature as an actor. So I personally enjoy
Definitely.
shit out of freaking Blackish. and he's one of the main
Yeah,
reasons why I
Blackish is
enjoy
funny.
Blackish. But
Nah, it's the wife for me. I'm blanking on her name, but he's funny in it too.
Rainbow,
No, I was thinking the actress's name. Yes, I know Rainbow, but I couldn't remember the actress's name. It's like right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember. So,
Diana Ross's daughter.
Tracy
oh
Ellis
yeah,
Ross.
Yeah,
Trish. Thank you, Tracy.
Yay,
I was like
IMDb.
Trisha, Tracy. I kept thinking Trisha, but I was like, no, Trish is this movie. So yeah.
She was amazing
no,
in American
I
Fiction. And
100
again, if you haven't seen that, go watch it.
Seen what?
American Fiction.
Oh yeah, American Fiction is so good.
So good.
yeah. I agree 100% with everything that Chris said, though. I mean, this movie is a total popcorn movie, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not even horribly paced either. I mean, the 2 hours that you spend watching this movie goes by almost just like that. So I watched it again this
Yeah.
afternoon before we went live, and yeah,
I mean, it's very. I'm in a. I can't remember the word right now because I've been in the sun and had wine. For what's the way you would say formulary in
Formulaic.
formulaic? Thank you. It's very formulaic. I will give and we've talked about that in some other movies we reviewed recently where it's A plus
what
B
before?
plus C equals D, and this is what's going to happen. Like, even though there are like the betrayals and the surprises, they're not really surprises. You know how this is going to go, like for the
Yeah,
most part. I didn't see the Chinese dad killing himself, but I thought that was the appropriate ending for him. I was glad Han didn't do it. You know, he basically said, "I've already avenged my brother. Fate can do whatever it wants with you." I loved that. So, but that
I'm
didn't
just
take
glad they
away
didn't
from
go
it for
with the
me. I
full
don't.
on. I was just gonna say, I'm just glad they didn't go with the full on Romeo and Juliet ending.
Yeah, for
Yeah, that
sure.
would have made no sense. But yeah, just because a movie follows a formula doesn't make it bad. And then a lot of times it's just easier to, and it's more consumable because you're not too worried about. I think once you got maybe 30 plus minutes in this movie, it's not going to end like Romeo and Juliet because her and Han hanging out together is not really addressed that much. Like maybe once or twice, the dad's like, well, what about the daughter? And a little more her dad's like, well, I can't have you hanging out with him. But it's never really the focal point of the story. So I
Right.
never thought it would end up like that. So that was good.
And I love when Delroy Lindo, after he gets shot, he's like, but he's so little. Not you
I
can't
didn't
see
think
this
he
guy,
was
but
gonna be so
wait, what
short.
do you see in this guy?
Yeah. And also, Delroy Lindo is just, God, he can do no wrong in my book. He just is fantastic in everything. I love him so
So
much.
I did have one other note that I brought up for discussion as well, and I don't know what your guys' opinion is, but if you were to take Delroy Lindo, do you prefer him as a crime boss or as a fast talking police officer trying to bring down Memphis Reigns and his gang of car thieves?
Huh?
Discuss amongst
Gone in
yourselves.
60 seconds.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that all the way through. Like in
Ooh.
one, like I've only seen. If you put it all together, the things I've seen, I've probably seen the whole movie. But yeah,
Well, I
Or
mean, if you've seen half the movie, you've seen the whole movie.
I mean, I really liked him in Sinners as well, but I liked him in this movie. I feel like he can play a good bad guy and he could play the good cop, but I feel like in this movie he plays the bad guy, but he's also very redeemable because he does really seem like he wants to go legit.
Yeah.
Like he does really seem like he wants to do the right thing for his family. It's like,
Every time they pull me out, I try and
yeah,
get out. They keep pulling me back in.
And for a movie that doesn't have a lot of depth in the characters, you can actually see the depth he's going for.
right.
Where I'm trying to be a good parent, I'm trying to take care of my people. I'm a crime boss, but I'm also a businessman.
Right.
So as shallow as most of the characters are in this movie, he brings some depth to it.
Yeah. I never really get the Michael Corleone vibe from him, but again, also we had, two good movies to watch Michael Corleone to realize at first he really does want to change and then he's just accepted his fate. But in this movie, it really does seem like he thinks this whole football thing is going to like bring him into an honest living. But he's also
Two
standing
good
up for his
Godfather movies.
I said two good Godfather movies.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say because if you put 3 in with that, you're fired.
I don't hate 3, but it's not 1 or 2. Like, anyway.
It's a far cry from what 1 and 2 were.
I think one's overrated.
I mean, I think 2's the best one, but I mean, you gotta have all the shit that happens with Sonny and with just I don't know. Anyway,
That movie just
that's a whole
drags
different
on.
discussion.
The first one, that is.
Yeah.
It's a
I know,
3-hour
I'm trying
movie
to
that
get
feels like
George
it
to
moved
watch
Dana
it.
wouldn't leave.
All right. Well,
All right.
we ready to do our top
I know
fives?
we're
Yeah.
because it's almost game time for somebody on the screen. So,
All right,
Fuck
well,
yeah, it is.
TP, would you like to go
yes.
first?
Oh, right. All right. So, top 5 movies where the soundtrack is better than the movie. Now, before I jump into this, I don't hate almost all of these movies. I enjoy most of these movies, but these are because the
Okay.
soundtracks are fucking banger.
Okay.
So, in other words, Phantom Menace is on your top 5 list.
No, this isn't original score because
Yeah.
and I will never talk shit about John Williams ever. Ever.
Yeah.
All right,
Not if you want
fired.
to wake up tomorrow.
Also that, yeah. My wife scares me. Number 5, Judgment Night.
I haven't seen that in a while. Can't remember it.
Number
Like
4,
the soundtrack, I mean.
in case we've had this conversation, and I apologize in advance, but The Crow.
I knew you were going to have that.
Number
If
3,
that hadn't been on the list, that soundtrack is just amazing.
so fucking good.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
fucking good.
One of the best
The movie
soundtracks
may
of the
not be
90s.
for everybody, but if you especially grew up at the same time we grew up, that soundtrack is screaming at your heart.
I wore that cassette the fuck out.
Cassette, CD, a couple of times.
Number 3, Any Given Sunday.
Oh. Yeah. I'm with
Yeah.
you. I still love that movie, but yeah, the soundtrack is legit.
So good. Number 2, and I had to put it in this spot because it's comical. Number 2 is Too Fast, Too Furious. Okay, that movie is so, but again, banger fucking soundtrack.
Yeah.
Number 1, Queen of the Damned.
Are you
Shit
serious?
movie, banger fucking soundtrack.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
But that soundtrack is so fucking good. And if you could find either version of Forsaken, either the one that David Draymond sings is on the soundtrack, or the one that Jonathan Davis of Korn, who wrote all the songs for the movie, sings for the movie. 2 different versions of the same song, and they're both fucking amazing. Um,
That's funny.
and then honorable mention is this movie,
Yeah.
Romeo Must Die. Um, for reasons that I've already listed, it's not the greatest movie, but the soundtrack, DMX, Aaliyah. What else do I need to say?
Genuine,
Yeah,
Joe. But yeah. I mean, it's a very
DMX.
Aaliyah heavy soundtrack, but I mean, who's going to be mad at that? Not me.
Yeah, I may listen to DMX while working tomorrow.
Yeah. Ugh, DMX. Meh. When I rewatched this movie today, I did cry at the end, even though I had already heard her songs. When for some reason when the credits rolled and they started playing "Try Again," like I just started crying just again from the like how much more amazing music could we have gotten from her? Like just anyway.
Yeah,
So
truly a tragic loss on that one.
very, very.
All right,
Okay.
co-hostess.
So my top five is top five movies that you may not know are based on Shakespeare, but are and are really good movies.
Ooh.
I have two honorable mentions that are both based off Hamlet. Wait, let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it this way. First honorable mention, The Lion King, loosely based off Hamlet.
Yeah.
Second honorable mention, Just One of the Guys, which is an old 80s movie. Or you could go with the weird Amanda Bynes movie that I can't remember the name of that was a knockoff of that. But those are both based off The 12th Night, which is basically about a girl dressing up as a guy to be in a play because women weren't allowed to do stuff. So, what?
No, so there was a great comic series on one of the British channels called Upstart Crow. It's a comical retelling of Shakespeare's life. And one of the characters is his landlady who's constantly trying to get into the theater company. They're like, you can't, you're a woman. So I thought of that. So if I get a
That's
chance to watch
funny.
Upstart Crow,
Okay.
it's fucking amazing. Really funny. Sorry, did not mean to break your list.
No, you're fine. You're fine. That's a good one. Okay, so my number 5 is based on Hamlet, and it is Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. That movie is not for everybody, but I like it. I think it's funny. Number 4 is based on the Merry Wives of Windsor, and it is John Tucker Must Die. Not to be confused with Romeo Must Die. John Tucker Must Die. Great movie. Cheesy teen comedy, but I love it. Number 3, I am going to go with Romeo Must Die. We know this is based off Romeo and Juliet, so I probably should have put that at number 5, but whatever. I like the movie and we're talking about it, so there it is. Number 2 is O, which is based off Othello, and I love that movie. Don't care what anybody says. Again, Mekhi Phifer and Josh Hartnett and Julia Stiles are all so great in it. So I like it. And then my number 1, based off Taming of the Shrew, 10 Things I Hate About You.
I was hoping you were going to include that one, or I was going to mock you. And
Yeah,
then a classic that you probably don't know, based heavily upon The Tempest, Forbidden Planet.
I did know that, and I almost mentioned it. But I was like, nobody's seen Forbidden Planet. So I was like, I mean, we have, but like, also, if you're looking, if you want to watch like more like a black movie, Deliver Us from Eva, also a great movie, also based off Taming of the Shrew, which I like, but just to include some melanin, more melanin in my list.
Oh God.
That one is also Taming of the Shrew, right? Is that what you're going after, or are you talking about something?
No,
okay.
Not Pygmalion, but the musical of it. My Fair Lady.
Oh,
thanks, babe. Is very loosely based on Taming of the Shrew.
Thanks, Cassandra. Yes, very true. Very true. So,
hi, Cassandra.
All right.
That's why I keep her around, because she's smarter than me. And
she is a smart cookie.
Horrible taste in men, but whatever.
All right, so I went with top 5 kung fu villains.
Ooh,
Um, notice the exact wording of said title of the list. Otherwise, you will question my list by the time we're done.
Does that mean we're
I have
not
2
getting
honorable
Jet
mentions.
Li from oh right, no, right, go ahead.
Nyeh,
Okay.
nyeh.
Okay.
Um, I have 2 honorable mentions. Um, one from 1984, a certain movie that me and that one absolutely love. Um, Jonathan Anthony Crease from The Karate Kid.
nice.
Yeah.
Um, and
Pain does
honorable
not exist in this dojo. Okay, sorry.
and he's a great quote unquote kung fu villain, and yet I don't think he even throws one martial art move in that entire movie.
No,
No,
not
he
to the
doesn't
beginning
until
of part
the
two.
second. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until the opening of the second movie. So,
Hmm.
um, honorable mention number 2, we're gonna go with Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat,
Mm.
which means
George
number
always
5.
kills me with him. Always. Okay, sorry.
Everybody's Shang Tsung
Uh,
tonight.
But I'm bump.
ah,
Speaking of that, have y'all seen the Shang Tsung popcorn bucket for the new Mortal Kombat movie?
No.
no.
Oh, Google that shit. It looks so fucking cool. I saw it
Okay,
in the
okay,
theater.
I'll have
It's
to.
amazing. Sorry.
So I'm torn between my number 4 and my number 5, but because of who that one is, I think we'll move him up to 4. We're gonna go with Shonuff from The Last Dragon at number 5.
It's a little low, but show enough. So
Um,
so deliciously bad. I love it.
Love it.
the number 4 is going to be from The Way of the Dragon, Colt, aka Chuck Norris. Let's go. Number 3 is going to be Tong Po from Kickboxer.
Mm.
Number 2, Chong Li from Bloodsport. See, I told you it was coming back. And then the number 1 kung fu villain ever is the kung fu villain that took out not just Bruce Lee, but Chuck Norris. Death. I did not say anything
Aww.
about kung fu movies. I just said kung fu. So
But they weren't taken out in kung fu style.
you don't know. Were you there?
Well, that's fair.
Well, Chuck Norris probably not taken out in kung fu style, but if you buy into the whole Bruce Lee and the family curse and all that, you uh, can worms open all over the place. So
Well, all right then. Well, Chris, I guess we can, if we want, you can go ahead and bounce. We'll say goodbye to you, let you say your goodbyes.
Can I get my rating?
Oh, yeah,
oh
duh.
yeah,
Give your
really
rating.
quick, yeah.
Why do I keep forgetting about this shit? All right.
You hear
Especially if
that?
you got
She
something.
tried to kick me off early. What kind of bullshit is that?
Because I want to
I
hear
know.
what you have to say. I'm going to hurt my feelings.
I mean,
All right, go
I've
ahead.
said enough. I mean,
No,
it's a fun
I
movie.
know.
I've got a lot. There's a lot of problems with it. But there's a lot of things I do enjoy about it. So I'm gonna give it 3.5 dim sums.
I
Dim
knew we were going to get a good
sum.
Papa Palpatine scale.
Papa
I got to keep
Tween.
that icon status somehow.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Dim sum.
All right, so you're welcome to hang out until we finish wrapping up. And it's only going to be a couple more minutes if you want,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
go
Let's do the thing.
watch your hockey.
All right.
Co-hostess.
Yeah, so I suggested this movie for this month. It's just a movie I really like. It's not something I watch a lot, but again, like we said, I think it's fun. It's a movie I can turn on anytime it's on. I think it's emotional and has just a lot of good components. Some of the fight scenes are really sexy, which I appreciate, even if they are, there might be wire work, but at least it's not fucking CGI, so I'll take it. I am going to give this 3.75 pairs of really tiny ass sunglasses. Because what is up with all the
They
crazy
were
tiny
doing no work
sunglasses?
at all. They were
That
just
not at
there.
all, not at all. The sunglasses, the Ray-Ban clearly did not sponsor this movie.
No, not at all.
Not even Oakley. Like, come on, y'all.
I mean, those were. God, I'm going to do a racism here, and I don't mean to, but those were definitely Timu Ray-Bans.
They were very like teeny tiny, like yeah. Kai deserved
Yeah.
a nice pair of aviators to go with that gorgeous face. Or even like some blacked out Oakleys or just I don't know.
Small wraparound, some bolets or something that actually
Something.
cover
Yeah.
the fucking eyeballs.
Yeah, those tiny like blue like just ugh. Yeah. The
That
sunglasses in
really
this movie
don't fit the shape of his
sucked.
face.
Yeah.
Exactly. None of them did. So yeah. Another complaint that
So
didn't matter, but I just had to throw it in there.
I can't disagree at all with um, either of my esteemed colleagues. This movie is incredibly enjoyable, nor is it perfect at the same time at all. So I think, yeah, there's some negative marks against it, but they're not things that totally would cause me to not want to ever see this movie again. It's well paced. Uh, for the most part, the fight scenes are fun. Um, I'm going to give it 3.75 Anthony Anderson standing in a record store, dancing to music and not paying attention to Aaliyah's out of 5. So I know that was a mouthful to say, but
Worst bodyguard ever.
Right?
so yeah, this was a lot of fun. We have to thank the listeners for being here each and every week. You guys are incredible. I really appreciate the fact that you guys are coming back and supporting us and watching in the multiples of hundreds each and every week, even if we do some off the wall stuff that people may or may not enjoy. You guys are still coming back and checking us out each and every week. So thank you so much for that. We love you guys all. Um, Chris, thank you for volunteering and saying you wanted to come on and discuss this. We look forward to having you back. Um, Schedule approvingly a wise because of the fact that I think game one is Tuesday night, right?
Yeah. Oh no, this week's not happening. Next week it's a.
No. Yeah, I we can figure out whatever, but because we've got like 10 days before replacement killers would have to drop anyway, so
Yep.
we should be able to figure out and work it in. So uh, as long as that works, replacement killers next week, and then week 3 and
That
week
week
4,
after.
it, it'll be depending upon Josh and Kendra's schedule and which all of that because yeah, life is life, and so it'll either be Rush Hour or Kung Fu Panda to close out the week. So lots of great stuff coming up in martial art movie month, and then I'll get into June and all of that as we get closer to June. So, but yes, lots of fun, lots of shenanigans. Follow us on the social medias and stay updated, or you can even recommend movies that you would like us to do. Any of all of that, we appreciate all your guys' love and support. Co-hostess, let's
All
get
right.
Palpatine to his hockey.
Thanks,
But first,
everybody,
everybody
for
remember to thunder the fuck up.
Yes, please. Thunder up. Beat the
My headset cut
Lakers.
out. What the fuck?
LeBron sucks. All the things. Let's bring
no,
that
definitely
second
fuck
trophy
LeBron.
home, baby. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely fuck LeBron. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope you are ready for more martial arts movies and you come back for an evening at the movies. Goodbye.
He fucking bounced fast. You didn't even wait for me to freaking end the damn stream.
He's got to go watch hockey.